Let's assume an asteroid were on a collision course with the Earth.
Asteroid GE3 detected on a collision course. It's just half the lunar distance away from us, and it's turning. Looks like it's now heading towards the sun.
The people today haven't quite understood the concept of asteroids, comets, or other spatial objects. Apart from a fraction of people interested in astronomy, to others it's just a few terms thrown around that have attracted negligible focus and interest from the general public. I have no intention of provoking fright or anxiety for you right now on the sake of conversation. But let's assume an asteroid was on its way to crash against our dear planet. The universe, as we know, is not comprehensible to the human brain. It's so extensive and so vast that it was found in a recent study that just the solar system itself is 36 billion times larger than the Earth. That's quite a distinguishing ratio, to be honest. We all know what happened to the dinosaurs billions of years ago when we analyzed their remains. But how sure are we that the cause of their extinction won't be the cause of ours? Maybe right at this moment in time, a massive bulky rock is maneuvering itself, targeting right at us. Don't panic. Before you plan on thinking about burying yourself underground, please stay calm and get the movie image out of your head and listen. The chances of you being hit by such an event are just 0.0004%. However, many questions might be coming to your mind at this moment. Are we advanced enough to secure ourselves? What's the possibility of an asteroid hitting us in the near future? Will the Earth experience another ice age? Will some new species be the one to discover our fossils? Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have turned on post notifications before we assume what'll happen if an asteroid is coming in at full throttle. What if we're just waiting around thinking for a solution and an asteroid suddenly hurls itself toward us? For this purpose, humans have created sophisticated telescopes that enable us to detect upcoming threats way ahead of time. Although you might be wondering why we didn't see the asteroid attack on Russia in 2013 beforehand. Well, that was because of the sheer teeny size of the object. The asteroid was destroyed 20 miles above the city of Chelyabinsk. Thank God, that was a reliever. Vredefort Crater, Sudbury Basin, and Acraman Crater are the results of 3 asteroids that caused the most damage to the Earth in our entire history. According to National Geographic, all 3 of them hit the Earth billions of years ago and had unimaginable consequences. It's also thought that Mars was once fertile with water and life, but an asteroid attack let it become just as we know it to be now. 100 comets from 21,000 asteroids are still up close to the Earth and could potentially strike again with a probability of just under 0.09% to cause some considerable damage. That is, if they have a diameter greater than 2,625 feet. You'll be shocked to hear that an asteroid by the name of 101955 BENNU is potentially on its course to hit the Earth. NASA has reported it to have a weight of 78 million tons. That's quite something, isn't it? The giant is suspected to have a full-scale impact on the Earth in 2185. However, the odds of that happening are approximately 0.04%. Well, that's a relief. But should we weigh out all the odds? Let's say that a meteor was found to be hurtling itself at us. What then? What should we do to divert it or maybe stop it before even reaching us? What options do we have at hand? Maybe we can deviate it off its path and move it out of the Earth's way. To do that, we could possibly cause an extensive explosion with just enough radiation near the asteroid to cause it to blow up in a specific area. To conserve momentum during the process, the meteor will receive just enough of a push that's required to move it out of the way. Otherwise, let's say we want to destroy it midway before reaching us, like you might have seen in fantasy movies. Can that be a reality? Well, it's said that to destroy the asteroid that wiped out the dinos, you'd need more energy than what the sun produces every single day. Maybe nuking it wouldn't be as beneficial, since the smaller pieces would still reach the Earth and cause a lot of damage. Considering the nudge option again, we could also think of it as throwing a heavy object right at the asteroid to move it. The method is known as the kinetic impactor option, because the kinetic energy of the moving objects is used to achieve our purpose. Scientists are working to test this method in the year 2022 with all the safety protocols in mind. If successful, it could be a game changer. We might not need to worry about another impact. Yeah! The mission is also known as the DART mission, and it'll take place using asteroids called Didymoons and Didymos. The spacecraft will then monitor changes in the trajectory of the objects to see if the orbit was altered after the collision occurs. We can also play around with the gravitational fields on the asteroid in order to test what happens, but the method itself is not only expensive but technically tough to administer. In nudging and nuking, both processes require the use of impact on the asteroid. The objects we use in this experiment will cost a lot of money. Oh no, another dead end! According to scientists, if we use a powerful laser and hit a 264-foot wide asteroid, we can move it about 25 kilometers away from us. This process also uses the principles of momentum and thrust. The asteroid gains thermal energy, causing it to lose bits of itself, for which it has to conserve energy, thus it changes its path. Well, anyway, organizations like NASA and SpaceX are tirelessly working on solutions to the problems. And you can rest assured that maybe even Elon Musk's plan to rehabilitate humans on Mars might work, and you'll have an escape window open at all times. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you'll keep yourself notified for more. Till then, take care, stay healthy and safe.